Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Artist's Wife. And this is a film about a woman who's married to a famous artist who is dealing with dementia, and she's really trying to find her own place in the world. She used to do art, she's now kind of just been the support here in this role. And this is from writer-director Tom Dolby, and starring Lena Olin as Claire, our main character, who's married to this artist played by Bruce Dern. And right off the bat, Lena Olin is absolutely fantastic in this film. She really carries the film in terms of creating this character that has a lot of empathy. You care for her, and you care about her struggle as she's trying to come out of this shadow from behind her husband, and also trying to find her own life in this, as right now she's just kind of supporting her husband, and someone who grew up, who is in a household with somebody dealing with the progression of dementia for a good 8 years of my life. It's very realistic in terms of seeing that hard interaction, and obviously Bruce Dern's character was kind of a jerk to begin with, but when dealing with dementia, it's just there's a shorter fuse, and there's a lot of tension, and those scenes are hard to watch in a good way for the film, because it portrays those tough moments of dealing with somebody who's completely forgetting something, and is just like starts breaking bowls, or like Claire walks in on her husband pouring orange juice into a bowl of cereal, and she mentions like, that's orange juice, and he plays it off as being experimental, and then just drops the bowl out of frustration. And that moment, you can see in Olin's face that she really wants to just scream out and up and leave, and then she finds that moment where she finds her composure and then gets down and tries to help clean up. And there's a lot of moments like that, especially in this relationship between Lena Olin's character and Bruce Dern's character. And both of them are fantastic, as I mentioned with Olin already, but Bruce Dern really delivers in this. And he's definitely having a late career resurgence in terms of roles, and this really worked for him. There's scenes in the classroom where you can tell, like, because he's a professor as well, and he's a little losing it. And he has these really uncomfortable interactions with students. And there's one particular moment where things come to a head for him, and he unleashes his inner frustrations about the fact that art needs to be about something that you care about and you love, and you bring it from yourself, but how do you do that if you can't remember? And this film has interesting themes about art, and you see it through an artist's perspective, the wife of an artist's perspective who once was an artist. And you can tell that Bruce Dern's character isn't very accepting of others' art, and really puts these heavy expectations on it. And I can definitely see why she might have left the art behind. And she goes out of her way trying to reconnect with his daughter, and trying to bring her back in because she's her stepmom. And building that connection between the daughter and the babysitter of Bruce Dern's granddaughter, played by Avon Soja, and Juliet Rylands plays his daughter. The performances in this film are really well done. This film really captures this character arc of Claire going from someone who's very much just in the background and trying to find her own agency and outlook on life. And she finds it in some unexpected places. She makes some unexpected connections. And this film doesn't always fire on all cylinders, but it's really well shot, it's well crafted, and yeah, there might be some cliches, it might be a bit on the nose at times, but in general, this film is really well done, and really has a strong message and arc for our main character, and this film really lives and dies on the great performance from Lena Olin. Dolby does a fine job of really pulling this together and creating an engaging story. And in the end, I really enjoyed this film quite a bit. It's a really effective drama. It's not going to blow you away. It's not going to be the best film that you're going to see all year, and it's not going to necessarily surprise you, but you're going to appreciate the journey that you go on with this character and the rest of these supporting characters along the way. And in general, I think The Artist's Wife is definitely a drama worth taking. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.